What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got a couple of quick duels for you guys to check out, showing you why you always gotta remember about those dank board wipes. I'm talking cards even back as far as 2002, 2003 DM era. They can still get the job done against decks that like the build boards. If your opponent is playing a break my board deck, well, guess what those cards were meant to do all the way back in the day? They were meant to punish overextension, aka break board. So looks like we got Layer of Darkness Hakai up at the top, which I believe is the better version of Hakai. I think it's a little better than the true Draco build because there are less dead monsters to draw essentially. And it's dueling against Dragon Link, aka the reason that Oviraptor is like a $12, $13 card in the TCG. Unfortunately, he did open with his Carmageddon, and that's going to hurt a little bit of his plays, but if he has extenders, which it looks like he does, he should be fine. Has a danger monster. Usually, if you have the Carmageddon in your deck, it is like a 100% full combo, and basically just a normal summon of Oviraptor can get you a whole bunch of negations, and you have the other cards to kind of play around with, hopefully things like Called by the Grave, cards that can hypothetically 1-for-1 against things like, I don't know, Salaman, Great Spinny, etc., etc. You can just use those as utility cards while your one Oviraptor kind of gives you your full combo. So you can see that he is playing Red Eyes and Tempest and all that good jazz. Going to summon Hot Red Dragon Archie and Abyss. Goes for the Dragunity Link. Man, that card is definitely made a legitimate impact in the TCG. Summons his copy of Tempest to go into the Borreload Savage Dragon. He is going to get 3 negations out of a Palawusa. So right now he has I think 5 negations, but he's also going to go into an Abyss Dweller. This is obviously the type of board that would smash basically every deck in the meta, to be honest, because I'm thinking about even a deck like Sky Striker that obviously doesn't really live and die off its trap cards. You still have 2 spell and trap negations for that if you didn't need to use the monster negations for a Palawusa, but most other decks would just get wrecked by this. And if your opponent was using the graveyard at all, obviously Abyss Dweller is just going to shut that shit down immediately. So let's see what's going to happen here. Oh my goodness, the Yu-Gi-Oh God smiled on him on this day. This man main decking that cheese Lava Golem. This is awesome. It's like when you top deck the Spirit mode after your opponent has full comboed. Lava Golem almost is good, gives him the beater, but he does take some burn damage. Now he is going to foolishly overextend into the Tempest. He didn't have game, right? Let's see, he had 24, 54 plus 18, I believe. Is that 72? Something around that mark? Okay, I don't think it was a game on board. He's going to go for Nessie and I guess get Jackalope. He could summon Jackalope in defense mode. That would have been something. Now he's getting beat down by, he's getting beat down by the Magatama and the Arima. He's going to get rid of the copy of Dragon's Ravine. On top of that, I think he might have a couple of plays just because he does still have Tempest in his graveyard, so maybe that can get him there. He is going to, oh, never mind. He's just going to go ahead and link summon with the Tempest. The danger cards are really not doing anything because he has some of the lesser danger monsters. And Lilith also, pretty good top deck. He is going to once again link summon using his opponent's monster, and then since he had the veil or the whale the whale on field, he got to pop a card in addition to that. Actually destroyed his own Hakai trap during the end phase just so that he could summon another monster, and obviously this Fossil Dig top deck isn't doing anything. He's already burnt through basically his entire extra deck in the first turn. Let's see, second duel is going to be, well, you can't really call this border control. Let's call this Grand Maju, because you can see that he is playing Extravagance, which I guess all of these kind of control decks do. And yeah, maybe he'll be able to potentially break a board with a Solemn Strike. That obviously is looking like the game plan. Once again, he is dueling against a Guard Dragon build. This is actually Red Eyes, although it maybe, just kind of looks like Dragon Link once again. I honestly think that Nibiru is going to be such a big problem for these kind of dragon spam decks because they don't, from what I see, have any way of playing around the card, and they're going to summon more than 5 monsters in their first turn. You guys can see right here, especially when you go for Saryuja, that's almost 5 monsters in itself. You're probably going to use Saryuja's effect to summon another monster. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is amazing, but unless you get Savage Dragon, like, you don't have a way of actually stopping Nibiru, and the problem is, by the time you get the Savage Dragon, they can can already just drop Nibiru on you. Like, as soon as he has the 1 and the 7 of red eyes, you can just drop Nibiru right there, and then your opponent's left with, you know, the real big token plus this. And the token may be hard to kill, but usually decks can out one token. So he's going to go for another Saryuya, and I believe he has double negation. He wants to get another disruption. That's why he's summoning the red eyes, so that he can use red eyes Fang with Chain. It is actually kind of impressive how, kind of not a pure red eyes build, but red eyes can do a lot of disruptions, and we'll see where this goes. I guess he couldn't have gone for like he couldn't have gone for the Heraldic Link because he kind of needed the red eyes on field. He has border, and that doesn't really do anything. He's going to snatch still the border, probably summon Tempest, and simply try to attack. I didn't understand why he went into Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. I thought it was unnecessary. And also, I don't even think this guy needed to use the Solemn Warning. You guys will see momentarily why that is. He is going to go Battle Phase, and Stormy Mirror Force is going to be used only for him to try to negate and be met with Solemn Strike. This is the reason why, if you're not running Solemn Strike in your control deck, man, I think you're messing up. Because when you go second against a lot of these break my board type decks, if you have plays, things like Lost Wind, Evac, Crackdown, like Solemn Strike is the card that can definitely bail you out. It stops their negations and say bye-bye to all your monsters. That's why I didn't understand why he used the Solemn Warning. It felt like it wouldn't have mattered if he had the red eyes on field. Maybe he would have taken 500 more damage, but all in all, I think it would have been inconsequential. So anyways, he has the Extravagance. You guys can see he has complete control of the duel now. He cannot even activate the Tempest from his graveyard, although Called by the Grave might answer that. Now he can, since he negated the copy of Inspector Border, but he has Evac Device, so it looks like it's not really going to do that much. And maybe in his next turn, he can just get over, well, I guess both players can activate a monster effect now, and he's going to use that. Oh my god, he's trolling. So since he has Dark Worm on field, he can actually activate the Orochi Snake from his hand, considering that both players are allowed one monster effect. He actually hurt himself by summoning this. I don't know if he realized that or not, because it allowed him not just to get 2450 more damage on board, but it allowed him to crank up his Grand Maju exponentially. So yeah, him summoning this didn't actually block damage, it gave this guy more damage. That is so interesting. I didn't even realize that until just this time watching the video. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the short duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.